Hello, my name is Bill and welcome to Mind Your Crypto. Today we have Bitcoin daily update, but we are going to introduce the worst case scenario and debunk some myths on crypto. Before we begin, do not forget to join our monthly subscription. Links in the description box. You can either join Patreon/MindYourCrypto, buy me a coffee, or BillMindsYourCrypto.com. You will be getting to get easy profits trading 200 altcoins through an automated system with buying and selling opportunities. That's right, you will know exactly when to buy and exactly when to sell. We will also have short positions in order to get easy profits even on bearish markets, educational videos to become expert in the technical analysis and hold your future in your hands, market updates, random giveaways, pine scripts for TradingView, and many other benefits. Trust me, you won't regret it. Thank you for watching. Have a fantastic day wherever you are. Let's go right now to two patterns that they are very bearish, but at the same time they are also bullish. I will explain why. These are bullish patterns, okay? But the point here is, if you go to a weekly frame, we might be having bearish actions in the midterm, okay? We are going first to start with the Cypher pattern, with this pattern that we are seeing right here. How to draw the Cypher pattern and what conditions do we need to have? First of all, both of these patterns include some Fibonacci numbers and they are based on Fibonacci sequence. We are going to see that, but anyway, let's see where we can find the Cypher pattern. Here we can find it on the Cypher. You can see here on TradingView on the patterns first, second, third, fifth, sixth row, right here, Cypher pattern. And we are going to start with the bottom here back onto the weekly on 9 March, before we had this explosion right here, okay, the bottom of before. We are going to start the X from there, the A to the 12th April, the B to the 21st June, the bottom there, and the C to the 8th November. Do not forget I'm on the weekly frame, that's why we are not seeing the exact days. If I were to go to the daily frame, I think that this would be probably on 10 November. Anyway, we are going back here onto the D, and I will explain where the D should be going, okay? But before we begin, let's see what is the Cypher pattern. First of all, this is a harmonic pattern, okay? And it includes some Fibonacci numbers. These are some Fibonacci numbers, okay? Let me just remove that, the 0.7, 0.59, 1.136, and the 1.068. Okay, so we are going to just circle that. Okay, so these are the Fibonacci numbers right here. And what do we need to know about these Fibonacci numbers and what do we need to be careful? Because in order to have a Cypher pattern, we need to have some conditions. Okay, first of all, the first thing we need to know is that the B point here, the B point, should be between 0.382 and 0.618 retracement from the X to the A. With simple words, what does this mean? It means that if we draw our Fibonacci from the X to the A, the B point has to be between this line, okay, this one right here, and this one as well. So we made it. The B point was around here, the 0.618 and the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement. That's it. And if you just focus on the points, on the 0.59, for example, if I get the B down there, you will see that it is going to the 0.618, the same level we have as our Fibonacci retracement. Okay, so we have that. In order to form a Cypher pattern, we have this. Let's just go to the 1.068. This is the Fibonacci extension, the Fibonacci actually that we have above from the A point. The C point from the A point should be around 1.27 to 1.44. Could be 1.11 or 1.10. The C point in general has to be above the A. We do not care so much if it is going to be at the 1.27 or not, but the best is to be above the 1.13, 1.15, 1.17 and above. Okay, so we have 1.068, which is not in the requirements, but we do not take this so granted. Okay, so the next thing we should be looking at, and this is one of the most important things, is to see this number right here. Okay, and this number is how much the D point right here will retrace between the X and the C leg. Okay, the X and the C leg. So I'm taking the X right here and the C. Okay, so the D point has to retrace more than the 0.768, which means it has to go to the 18K USDT Bitcoin. Okay, so if we exclude the 1.068, in which there we might have the possibility not to have the Cypher pattern, then in order to get this bearish movement out of the Cypher pattern, we need to see Bitcoin dropping down to 19K before we can go even higher, 19K and below. It has to be more than the 0.768. So the maximum it can get actually is the 19K, and the minimum I do not know. We will see about that. But in order to go there, in order to have the Cypher pattern, we need to have this pattern right here. And from there, we are going to continue run above the C point. This is one of the worst theories that we could possibly have. However, if we go from the C to the D, this doesn't mean that we are going all the way down without having a swing high. We are going probably to have a swing high. However, we will be getting down there before we reach the 69K. And this is one good theory right there. I think that, and I truly believe that we are going to see a very nice swing high towards maybe the 46, 47, 51K. At the end of the day though, what I do believe is that after the swing high, we are going maybe down there if the Cypher pattern will be playing out. Okay, just like we didn't go from this point, from B to the C, all the way up. We had the correction. Okay, just like that, we are going to see the other thing. So the Cypher pattern, we can have it. Only the problem is that we have the C at 1.068 from the A, so this is a problem that we might not have met the requirements to have the Cypher pattern, the bullish pattern. The flat expanded pattern is like the Cypher pattern. Okay, they are very logical, and they are very actually, they have some easy requirements and the same actually almost requirements, but I will tell you what it means. So with the flat expanded pattern, what we have right here is that we have two highs. Okay, so we are going here. We have the two highs, the A and the B. Let's call them A and B. The B has to be higher than A and around where it was at the Cypher pattern. So it has to be above the 1.13, 1.15 and so on, which we do not have here, first of all. Okay, in order to have the flat expanded, we do not have this, but we are not so strict for the B point as we are for the D point. Okay, and the flat expanded pattern should consist of a higher high but a lower low, and the price should be getting lower here. But why can't the price stop between the 20K, okay, and the 28, and it has to go lower? Because I will tell you why. If we draw the Fibonacci from the bottom here on 21st June to the top back on 8 November, and we draw this Fibonacci, the price has to go down to the 1.236, 1.278 actually Fibonacci retracement around there. So it has to go near the Cypher pattern at around 18 to 19K USDT, or maybe even less. So that's what I mean, and that's what it means maybe to get these bearish patterns, and if we get a flat expanded pattern or a Cypher pattern, we won't be stopping at the 28K. What does this mean for Bitcoin and for you to know? It means that this is one of the worst possible scenarios to get back down to the 19K and so on, but at the same time, do not think that these are the only two types. First of all, we might be having a flat continuation running pattern, actually, flat running pattern, which consists of these two bottoms, and now from there we run upwards. Okay, so it isn't necessary that we get these patterns. Secondly, even if we have the Cypher pattern, that doesn't mean that we are going all the way down to the 19K. It means that we are going probably down to the 19K, but before, of course, we are going to have a swing high. Of course, we are going to see long positions getting in. Of course, we are going to see the 46 to 47, maybe the 50K for Bitcoin. All right, so do not worry about if we are going straight down to the 19k. We are not doing that, especially with all the risk metrics being in such an oversold situation that we rarely see this fact and we rarely see these Fibonacci, these risk metrics, sorry. So according to the gun fan as well, if I draw the gun fan, I have drawn it multiple times in the past few market updates that we have done here on YouTube. But if I had to draw it, I have squared the chart from the bottom on 20 July to the top back on 10 November. Do not worry about that. And I am on the logarithmic scale. So we are going on the logarithmic scale right here. Okay, and what we are seeing is that I have drawn exactly this gun fan, okay, around here. So this gun fan, unless we go down from the 8-1, we do not run the risk to see the Cypher pattern. Do not worry about that. And we might be seeing, okay, not the expanding, but the regular flat pattern right here, that we might be having the same bottom as before, and we stop here and then we just go all the way upwards. All right, so therefore do not think that we are having the bearish scenario, but I have to talk, I have to be honest with the audience and my viewers right there, and I have to talk about all the scenarios right there possible. So yes, we could have the Cypher pattern. Unfortunately, right there, the things were minimized, but we could have it. The only problem with the Cypher and the flat expanded is that we didn't get the C point above the A, the C point above the A, at least 1.27 or 1.44. It was at around 1.068, but the only good part here is that we do not give so much attention to where the C stopped, rather than we give more attention to the B level and to the D. Okay, so we are taking a close look to the Bitcoin. We will be having the swing high we were talking about in the last days. All right, we are going to have for sure the swing high, and of course we are going to go at the 46-47k. But at the end of the day, if the Cypher pattern plays out, then be sure that after the 46-47 there's going to be a devastating bearish market that we are getting down from the 28 for sure. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day wherever you are. Do not forget to join our monthly subscription. Links in the description box. You can either join Patreon/MindYourCrypto, buy me a coffee, or buildmindyourcrypto.com. Thank you. See you soon with many more videos. Bye.